Hello all you crafty people of the world. My name is Marilyn and welcome to my channel, Creative Rapport. I discovered something really cool today, kind of by accident, but it's cool and I wanted to share it with you. But first, hello, bonjour, hola, and aloha. I wish I lived here, but I live there. Okay, that formality is taken care of. So the other day I was watching a YouTube video by Anna, who is Serenity Creations. I love everything Anna puts out, but I especially love her videos that are this and that. I swear I could crawl into her videos and just live there. They are so awesome. And generally when I get done watching one of her videos, I want to run to the craft room and make whatever myself. Well, the other day she put up a this and that with all sorts of stuff in it. But one thing that really caught my eye was she had a couple of these compact mirrors. This one's red, this one's purple. And she just decorated the crap out of them, and they are beyond wonderful. Absolutely beyond wonderful. So I decided that I want to do it too. Well, these mirrors, they come from Michael's. They were $1.79. And it says it's 87 cents, but the truth of it is they're 47 cents on extreme, getting no more in kind of price. Now there are 3 Michaels in my town. I went to 2. And between them all I got less than 30 because I guess they've been on sale for a while. Because when I made this purple one, I had so much fun, I wanted to do it again. Let me try lifting this up, see if you can see it. The coating was purple. I have some resin unicorn horns that I poured. That's what this is. I have a little mold off of Etsy. I have one of these heart plastic shakers. Those come off of AliExpress. So I kind of wedged the unicorn horn under the heart, added a crown, and then added some various and sundry plastic and acrylic stuff that I have, just to maybe make it really shine, I guess. I still feel it's a little lacking based on what Anna did, and I'm going to try to remember to link her video below so you can see it if you want to, but because she was the inspiration. But anyway, so I had a great time making this, decide I need to make like, 2 million more, scour Hobby Lobby and come home with 26. And let's see. I don't know if you can see this one. Squirt it a little. This is what I got. These are non-red, and these are red. They came originally in 6 colors. So I do have a few that are just kind of an AB crystal. I have a few that are pearl. And then we hit red. So I don't have pink, I don't have more purple, and I don't have gold. Well, I spent quite a bit of time yesterday taking one of these and trying to use a paint pen, use paint, use some Perfect Pearls. I tried a lot of things to cover up red, because as much as I actually do love the color red, the red is dead last out of the 6 that this came in, and guess what I have the most of? Red. So I was starting to wonder last night if I could get this off, because despite what I did try yesterday, nothing stayed. So it's not going to cover the red. Therefore, when I woke up this morning, I had an idea or two about how maybe to get the red off, or maybe even if I could get it off just on the edge. I don't know what I was expecting, but several things I tried did not work. And then Angel sang, and I figured out what I wanted to do, and it worked. It was so easy. So what I want to do now is demonstrate to you how you can get the red off, or any color, so that you can then go on to decorate it in other ways. So are you ready? This is so easy, it just kills me. Except now I'm on the camera, it may not be that easy. But let's set that aside. What I have is, this happens to be the spatula that goes with one of my paper cutting machines, the Sizzix Eclipse 2. These are those finger cover-uppers that are silicone, and therefore you don't get burnt. This is my embossing gun. I'm not really good at embossing, but it worked great for this. So you might figure out that we're going to heat this up, and I think it's going to come off easily. I also have a couple paper towels within reach. So, without further ado, I'm going to take the heat gun and I'm going to run it around and run it around. There is glue under there. And if I can do it right, it will start to pull away from one of the edges or the other. And then if you can get under it, you can pull it off pretty much in a large chunk. There'll be a few small ones probably. And then this helps me a little bit too. So it's going to get noisy, I do apologize, but here we go. Okay, I hope you can see it, but over here, scoot it closer to a light, over here it is pulling away from the edge. And the thingies look slightly burnt, and there is a smell, so I do encourage you to open a window, have fans, whatever works best for you. So now, I just take this, and see the glue there? That came off. See it there? See if this works. If I do it right, I can grab that glue and just pull. And there's what was on the mirror. There are a couple pieces here. I'll just wipe them off on the towel. Ah! Come here. Well, darn it all. So short of just that red one and those couple. The mirror is clean. Ta-da! Well, it's got the red off of it. And as you saw, that came off in a nice chunk. There's the back, there's the front, and where it started getting darker and pulling away from the side is where I stuck my spatula in to try to start working it up. So, for all intents and purposes, there you go. Now I'm going to let this sit here for a minute, and then I'll show you, once it cools down a little bit, what else I tend to do. So let's bring this back in, and then let me bring in this. Is that on screen? Yep. And this. These two were ones that I got the stuff off already. And if you can see right here on the edges of this, there's a slight raised edge. Can you see that? No. Anyway, trust me if you can't. So earlier I mixed up a small amount of resin. For this one I left the resin clear and put in a whole bunch of Recollections fine glitter and glitz. So what you're seeing is a little bit of the silver underneath, but mostly it's just glitzy. For this one, I used, I don't know, 2-3 drops of Pinata White. If you want to do that Petri dish look with resin, this is the kind of white to have, not the alcohol inks one. Not the, I'm sorry, not the Tim Holtz one. But I put in a couple drops of this and several shakes of glitter. Yeah, it's Creatology. I don't know if it says the color. Nope, it doesn't say a color, but I got it at Michael's. I hate it. Don't you hate it when that happens, when they do that? I mean, from this angle it looks like a perfectly good thingy of glitter. Well, then you turn it upside down and a chunk of the cavity is taken out. Now, I understand if you have several of these, they sit nicely on top of each other, and that's something to be said. But at the same time. So some of this into the white, and I got that. Now, I'm kind of wishing I had done a little more blue, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because this is still better than this, in my opinion. And obviously with resin, there's no end to colors of inks, of perfect pearls, glitter, you name it. I could just do it in clear resin, but mix in a ton of sequins or something, anything. It'll be great. So these have to dry still. I have managed to bump them more times than I should, considering that they're still not firm, but nonetheless. So once this dries, I can go ahead and decorate the top, and now I have a color I'm a lot more excited about. So let me move this off to the side. This has been sitting for a little bit and is basically cool. Now I'm going to go with Goo Gone. You usually have some kind of something like this in your craft room if you have a full-up craft room, or maybe just in your house. I don't know, but I keep mine in the craft room. Let me put a paper towel underneath. Give this a little bit of a squirt. Take another paper towel and wipe. Sometimes it takes more than once of doing this. I found that with the two that I have resin on. One of them took twice and one of them took 3 times. But Ta-da! Mostly shiny, I think you can see. It's not perfect, like a mirror inside. Oh yeah, I probably could show you that, couldn't I? Huh? Let's see here. It's a mirror. One side is probably 2 times, and the other is just straight up. So here this is. I keep wiping it. I tend to be obsessive about that, sorry. But I wipe it and I wipe it and I wipe it and I wipe it. And when I think I've got off basically all the goo gone, I will grab, excuse my reach, this is glass cleaner, Walmart brand. And this usually takes off the rest. I did find with the 2 that have resin sitting on it that after I cleaned it off and I set it aside to dry a little bit, it got kind of like foggy-ish in a few spots. It doesn't matter. You're going to cover it up. So the point is the gemstones are off, and now I can make this any color I want. But once again, it came from inspiration from Anna on Serenity Creations. Hi Anna, if you happen to be watching. And this is so stinking fun. Now I don't have to sit there and worry about what am I going to do with all the red. This works. And the resin will cover up anything that's maybe still on here a little bit. Okay? Isn't that cool? It's easy. I talked more than it took to do this thing. You could be whipping these off in an afternoon if you have time to sit that long and work. And then you have the wonderful opportunity of turning it into whatever you want. So, anyhow, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I enjoyed showing you this. And here's to the possibilities, right? That's kind of what crafting is in general. Here's to the possibilities. So, until next time, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.